Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Love and Relationship series on Talk with Rhea. On the last episode, we spoke about, is love enough for a relationship to work? So today we're going to talk about, if love is not enough for a relationship to work, then what do I need? What do we need? What should we know? Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. I'm super excited for today's episode, and before we get started, I just want to share what my friend and I discussed about. I asked him if he believes love is enough, and he said that love covers everything, and he actually narrowed it down to feelings are not enough, but love is enough. And he said that love looks at friendship and commitment. So I have my laptop here. I'm going to be getting the notes and talking to you guys because I want to be very accurate, and of course we have to have fun as well as get all the information on point. So he said that feelings are not enough, and for me I decided to categorize it into the idea of believing that when you feel good, then you're in love. And most of the time when we're looking at feelings, we're only thinking about, like I said, the butterflies in our stomach. Oh, I have butterflies in my stomach, I'm excited. But then when we're talking about love, and then all of a sudden that feeling, the good feeling, that wonderful amazing feeling disappears, does that mean the relationship has to end? That's a very important question you have to answer for yourself. So let's start from the top, shall we? So now let's talk about commitment. My friend was very much particular about commitment and friendship with regards relationship. And for me, I believe that you have to make sure that you're really ready and into it. Am I really ready to commit myself to this person? Am I ready to make this thing work? Or I'm just excited about the idea of being in a relationship? So, in terms of love, let's look at love now. Love is not just about a good feeling. It's good today, and tomorrow, when it's not good, you're out. That's not what love is. Like I said, when it comes to love, you're going to make sure you take everything. The good, the not so good, the terrible, everything. You have to make sure you are ready. You should be ready to take up everything that comes to that person, all the baggage. You're not going to leave anything out. Oh, I like him because it's this and this. I don't like him because he doesn't do this. He doesn't work nicely. No, you're going to take everything. You're not leaving anything out. You say you like me, you're going to like everything. You're going to like the flaws, every single thing. Of course, if you say you love someone, you have to respect that person. You have to be friends with that person. You have to be committed to that person. I'm saying this again. You're going to make up your mind that no matter what, I'm going to stick with this person. As we go send a Creole, this na do or die. I deal with you. We don't look at ourselves. So bam. If you're ready, when you when you want a relationship to work, yes, you have the love, like my friend says, you have to be friends, you have to be committed, and of course you have to take everything in, the good, the bad, every single thing. You can't leave just the good side and not wanting to take the bad side, because the truth is we're all different ideologies, different upbringing, different social status, financial status. So we're actually talking about people with different ways we see life, and most of the time you're not going to agree, but you're going to meet at that, you have to meet at a certain point, a middle ground, like okay, you see it like this, okay, I see it like this. Why don't we work together? So at least, you reach at that level ground, like okay, we can do this. Let's just, it's not always you're going to be like, oh, my point is right, your point is not right, so you should take my point. Sometimes listen, know what he's trying to say, try to put yourself in your partner's shoes, and then say, okay, can go in for that. Let's just use part of my ideas, part of yours, and make it work. So the respect has to be there. You guys have to be friends. Your partner should not be someone that you're afraid to talk to. That's like a no-no. Imagine you're with someone, but you never feel comfortable enough to talk to that person. That's where we're talking now about friendship. You people have to have a very comfortable communication system. When there's anything, you have any good news, you have a breakthrough with something, you have an idea, you should be like, hey, hi baby, I have this thing that I want to tell you about. You're so excited. That's the first person you want to share things with. And imagine you say you're in love, you want to be in a relationship, or let's say you're already in a relationship and you don't talk to your partner. That sounds I don't even know how to put it, but it's just, I don't even know how to call that, because even with offices, there has to be communication. How will the staff know what to do, how the business is faring if they don't talk and put down issues, iron out issues, hence the reason for meetings. So imagine being in a relationship with someone, different ideas, yes, you guys claim you love each other, but there is no communication. You guys have to be friends. The friendship is very important, as well as the commitment, because with the commitment, you first and foremost you tell yourself first, I am ready, I'm willing to be committed to this person, I'm ready to take everything that this person comes with, the good, the bad, the not so good, the awful. We are going to work this out. It's very important. Now, if I say love is not enough, okay, I've actually exhausted most of the points, because I've spoken about these feelings, you know, the good feeling and what. The reason why you cannot rely on feelings for your relationship to work is because we as human beings naturally only feel drawn to good things. We don't want any negative energy, we don't want any bad thing. We are quite unrealistic and unreasonable at times, you know, like you just want the good thing. That's the reason why if it's feelings, it's not going to work, because today it might not be in a good mood, maybe it's just down, you just need a little bit of time, or you just need you to hug him, or she just needs you to hug her. Just listen, don't say anything. And then maybe at that moment you're feeling, as human beings we tend to feel, there's some people when they feel awful or terrible, as you can call like your body they rise, you know, they start feeling bad, start thinking, there's just this way you just become gloomy and sad. So imagine whenever you feel that way, your partner is cold and maybe you don't know what to do, and all of a sudden, because your partner is cold, you are like, okay, I'm done, I'm not going to take this again. Really? It doesn't work that way. That's the reason why feelings is not enough, because you always want to feel good. So for that single day that you don't feel good, or maybe for a few days, maybe there's some trouble with the job, it's stressful and all of that, and it couldn't give you that feeling that you're used to, are you just going to leave? That's the question. Are you just going to get up and just leave? No, you can't do that, because if you say you're in love, you have to be committed, you guys have to be friends. The reason why the friendship is actually important too is because when it comes to your friend and you're comfortable, like with my friends, I don't care, sometimes like I'll talk to them, I'm comfortable at myself. But when you go into a relationship, there are certain things that you might not be able to do, you know, in terms, because you have to be respectful, you have to understand that this is a relationship. Yes, you guys are friends, you can be silly, but then with a relationship, maybe the respect can make it reach to that level. Like with my friends, I'll just be like, you move your big head here, leave me and this. But maybe when it comes to your partner, you become a bit more, let's say, cooler or sweeter. I don't know how to that's it, like that's just it. I'm looking at it from the aspect that you're crazy. Yes, you're always crazy with your friends, you might be crazy with your partner, but there's this certain way you can you will react to things that will be different compared to your friends. Okay, so but of course the friendship is important. So I just want to talk about a few points before we, you know, just list a few things and just say a little bit small notes about them that I put down. um, for a relationship to work, or before entering into one, you have to firstly understand yourself and what you want. This will help greatly. You know yourself, like, okay, this is how I am, and these are certain things that there are some things about us that can't change. It will be very hard for us to compromise and sacrifice on certain things. So if you're going to before going to a relationship, you have to think, oh, this is me. What can I really like adjust these things? Some beliefs are actually buried in our systems, and maybe it will cause great conflict if you enter into a relationship with someone that might not be ready for that that side of you. Okay, let's say in terms of sacrifice now, you actually want to be on the TV screen, yeah? Maybe you can sacrifice every other thing, but that is your one dream that you're like, you know what, I love you, but I can't sacrifice this. That's too can be a reason why before entering into a relationship you have to ask yourself, why, who is Florina? Like, your name. Who am I really? And what do I really want? And then of course, patience, compromise, and yes, we've spoken about commitment. Very important for your relationship to work. And another point that we have to understand is that the genders are different. The male makeup is different from that of the female. So before entering into a relationship, you have to understand that the way you want a man to react to something is not the way he's going to react, because he's a man, he's not a woman. And the way you want your girlfriend to react to you will be different because she's not a man. So there are some of these conflicts wherein, women sometimes, when we give an attitude, we're expecting that the man should know what the attitude is for. Sometimes they genuinely do not know, and they're just expecting us to be like, just say it. It's not. And most of the time the man asks you, are you okay? You said fine. Yes, I'm fine. Most of the time he's not going to ask you again, because as far as it's concerned, your fine means fine. But yes, when it comes to a woman, when she says she's fine, she's not fine. You have to immediately start finding out what to do or what to tell her. So that's another thing. Know that the genders are different. A male is different from a female totally. There are some things that the way we express ourselves, men are not expressive that way. We expect men to talk like us and it's not their makeup. It's not going to happen that way. Hence the reason for understanding the genders and making sure you guys find a common ground. Getting to know yourself and know, like, okay, this is how she is, this is how she'll react, this is how he is, this is how she reacts to certain things. So these are actually some pointers as to why love is not enough for a relationship to work. Then what can I do? What are the tips? What should I know? So these are some of the pointers, and I hope this will be very helpful. I'm also looking forward to your questions, your comment, which topics you would like us to discuss, and I'm looking forward to also bringing on board a relationship pastor that will also take us through certain topics. I hope that will be finalized soon. And thank you guys for joining me today. I'm so excited. I'm always looking forward to this love and relationship series. So till the next episode, do take care, stay safe. Bye.